Hey guys, today is a computer episode. As you can see, I'm shamelessly sitting in front of my computer. And today we'll check out what happened. Oh my god, a few days ago in Warsaw. So I've heard and read on a few sites that in Warsaw at Okęcie at the airport a spider was found. We need to examine this further. Let's do this. And now, if we type spider at Okęcie into Google, bam, we'll get 1,500,000, 100, 900 different articles about the same thing. Mysterious spider discovered at Okęcie airport. The Nosferatu spider has arrived in Poland. Guards found it at Okęcie. The Nosferatu spider, known for its vampire-like face, has reached Poland. Oh dear, what won't people come up with here? What's going on? Let's take a look at some pictures. Yes, there's a picture. Here are some others. Spiders, spiders, spiders. Alright, let's go through the most dramatic articles. We'll see what they've written there. So let's take what's here. Warsaw, Polsat News, Zielona, Interior, Animal World, maybe Radio Muzyka Fakty, 24. Let's go with that, alright? Nosferatu spiders reached Poland, found by guards at Okęcie airport. Eco-Patrol city guards got an urgent report about a live creature found in a package. One of the airport employees handed the officers a box containing an exotic spider with a rather menacing appearance. And right at the beginning it should be said that this spider, yes, this one specifically, and this is what it looks like from underneath. It was referred to here as, how was it again? An exotic spider. Listen, I'd say this spider is pretty far from being exotic because I wouldn't really call this spider an exotic species. The Nosferatu spider, the species being discussed here, is found in several locations, among others. Zoropsis spinimana is found in Europe, North Africa, the United States, and parts of Asia. To my knowledge, Nosferatu doesn't have a Polish name, and it's a spider that once struck fear into the hearts of Poles because all the media were saying, oh, the Nosferatu spider is coming to Poland. It's about to be in Poland and soon we'll all die. Well, that's not exactly the case. First of all, this spider isn't super dangerous. I'll talk about that in a moment. Second, let's read the article and see what else is written here. Eco-Patrol officers took over the package and safely transported it to the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora Center at the Warsaw Zoo. The specialists quickly identified the spider as Zoropsis spinimana. There's a small error, Zoropsis spinimana. It's a species, not a family. The family is called Zorro. What's the name of the family, oh Jesus? Zoropsidae, that's right. The family is called Zoropsidae, also known by the common name Nosferatu. Why Nosferatu? I don't know who came up with it, but supposedly this spider has a pattern on its carapace, the top of the cephalothorax, that resembles the old vampire Nosferatu, though I honestly don't see it. I don't know who created or named it, but that's just how it is. The spider showed no visible injuries and will stay with specialists for care. And here is also a description of the spider, one that's taken directly from the insectarium or maybe from Wikipedia. This spider's venom isn't dangerous, and its bite usually hurts less than a bee sting. The spider's body can be up to 2 cm long, with a leg span of up to 6 cm. And actually, Pirate is indeed correct. If this spider is 2 cm, its span might be 7. Let's check if there's anything else or something different. A venomous spider. At Chopin Airport in Warsaw, specialists call it a Nosferatu. Customs services at Chopin Airport, blah blah blah. A shipment from Portugal. Oh, that's what I was looking for. Listen, this spider came to Warsaw from Portugal, and that makes sense because it naturally occurs in Portugal, so everything checks out here. I wonder if it ended up in the shipment on purpose or by accident, that's the question. No, because if it was on purpose, then someone sent the spider or something. In Poland, if someone buys spiders from a spider shop, we send them. If it was accidental, it's just another case of introduction. Just like I once told you about that beetle, which ended up in a package and was sent to me by a viewer. Officers from the Eco-Patrol took over the package. Alright, here again, Zoicites, blah blah, Zoropsis spinimana, and basically it's the same copy and paste. Alright, moving on. Here I suspect it's the same. In one of the packages, a living creature was discovered. That's right, the spider didn't suffer any visible injuries. Alright, so all these articles, from what I can see, are just copy and paste. The experts immediately recognized the spider from the Zoropsis spinimana family. So it's like the same tiny mistake, blah blah. So, all these articles are just copy-pasted, fine. Now here's the thing. What's the deal with this Nosferatu spider? It's a spider from the Zoropsidae family, just so you know. And if I were to compare it to something, it's very similar to spiders from the Lycosidae family, which includes tarantulas. And actually, I once showed you a spider here on this channel called Wilkosh, and it also belongs to the Lycosidae family. It's a cousin of the tarantula, and basically I could compare this spider to it both in terms of appearance and lifestyle, because the spider lives in forests, in open spaces like that, but sometimes also close to humans, like in some, I don't know, ruins and so on. So it's a spider you can simply come across, and now where can you come across it? It's found throughout much of Western Europe, including Germany, Switzerland, Hungary, and more. And this species, Zoropsis spinimana, has the characteristic that it likes to expand, meaning it likes to increase its range of occurrence. And maybe in the next few years it will reach Poland and we'll simply have a new native spider species. It's a big one. 2 cm is pretty significant, so it's hefty, and that's just how it is. But is there anything to be afraid of? Well, no, even though it has that scary name Nosferatu given to it, I don't know, maybe by the media, I have no idea who came up with that name. This spider is actually rather harmless, okay? It can bite, and with a spider of this size, the bite is definitely not pleasant, but there's really nothing to be afraid of. It's just an ordinary spider, just a little bit bigger. And now I have a bit of a problem, because the thing is, I don't have this spider. Man, I've looked so many times at markets, I've searched so many offers to buy this spider, to show you this spider right here in my hands, but it's just not possible. I had the idea, maybe not a smart one, to call the zoo and ask if they could lend me the spider.
Welcome to the Municipal Zoological Garden named after Antonina Jan Żabinska in Warsaw. The zoo is open every day, including holidays, always from 9 o'clock. Guided tours, educational lessons, press 2. Administration and transport, press 3. Accounting, press 4. Zoo opening hours, press 8. We invite you to the zoo.
Damn, it's hard to choose. Not interesting. Let's see what happens. I don't know. Good morning. My name is Kubiak Wojciech. You know, ma'am, I'm calling about a rather unusual matter. Well, a few days ago, from what I know, a certain spider ended up with you, which was found at the airport in Okęcie. Is that true?
You know what? I'm not exactly sure.
And could you connect me with someone who knows? Because what's this about? I run an educational YouTube channel about spiders, and it's actually pretty good. This is quite an unusual situation. And I'd like to, well, I don't know if it's possible, talk either to the invertebrate caretaker or to someone who can give me information.
And you, sir? Today is Saturday and the weekend, so you'll only have that chance on Monday.
Only on Monday. All right, I'll call then.
Okay.
Great. Thank you very much, Mom.
You're very welcome.
Goodbye. Actually, well, the lady is right. It's Saturday, people want to have peace at work. Some idiot just called about a spider. All right then. But so you won't be too disappointed, I can show you a certain substitute for that spider. You know it's like a tarantula, but I won't show one today. It's a different family and doesn't quite match. Thanks to the kindness of my friend who breeds and imports various spiders, I got hold of another Zoropsis. It's like its very close cousin. The same species appears very similar and grows to similar sizes, but is only found on the Canary Islands. And I prepared this little bull here. He's sitting in this container. That's my professional preparation. GoPro on the Spider Atlas, which by the way is still available in the store, and this is not an ad at all. Let me say right away, this spider is young, small, not an adult, and it's right here. You can see it. Oh, so it's just a little guy and its name is Zoropsis rufipes, that's how it is. As I mentioned, it's endemic to the Canary Islands and found only there. From what I know and from what I've read, there is very little information about this species. You have to dig deep online to find anything about it. Well, I suspect it's a typical species for the Canary Islands since there are only rocks and dryness there, so I should keep it in a similar environment. So basically I don't give it water at all, and honestly I haven't misted it even once. It's been with me for about 2 months, and it gets all its water from the food I give it. So those are some small insects, I don't know, cockroaches, small crickets and so on. It eats them and gets its water from that, and that's how it lives. But I haven't made a dry container for it yet. For now it's just on a paper towel substrate. And it's super fast, by the way, really, it's incredibly fast. Oh right, actually spiders from the Zoropsis genus, I don't know what's up with these spiders, but they have this thing where they're really very aggressive. I mean aggressive towards others. Not so much toward insects, their food, but toward other spiders. If some spider gets in their way, they just attack without any hesitation. And they're like, well, little killers, so they're typical hunting spiders. Not web spinners, not some weaklings, they just attack, no problem at all. And, well, that's about it. That's the situation when it comes to Zoropsis spinimana. Tomorrow I'll make a call, so we'll see what the lady or gentleman will tell me, because I'd really like to borrow that spider for the film, but I don't know if they'll agree. Sure, just call the zoo and ask for a giraffe for a film. Not likely, but maybe we can get a spider instead. I've talked a lot. What else is here? Some cats, not cats, some stuff. There's no other photo of this spider, they're all the same. You know, from underneath. Maybe I'll show you Zoropsis spinimana, here you go. If you type in this name, you'll get 1,500,000, 100, 900 photos of this spider. And a very characteristic feature, if you, I don't know, meet a big spider, for example, if you live in Germany, Austria or Hungary, if you come across a big spider. So it's brownish brown and has this characteristic dark stripe at the base of the abdomen. Then it's probably Nosferatu Zoropsis spinimana. Is there any reason to be afraid? Probably not, but you know how it goes. A new spider at the airport, and if it's called venomous, oh my goodness. If someone pointed out that the authors called it a venomous spider, they'd basically be correct. Because not all spiders are venomous. I've said this more than once, more than twice, more than 5 times, more than 10 times. Not all spiders are venomous. For example, spiders from the Uloboridae family, which we keep in Poland, don't have any venom glands at all, so that's an interesting fact. All right, it's okay. There's some little fly flying around here. That's not good, and that's it. Listen, that's the story. I hope I cleared things up for you a bit. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.